Breath flows in, filling, filling, fulfilling. Breath flows out, emptying, emptying, cleansing. Incoming breath brings new energy, fills you up, and outgoing breath relaxes. Soften your entire facial muscles, jaws, even roots of your tongue. Notice the earth below, the space above and around. Little deeper and slower breath. Let's begin our journey of yoga, by sharing 3 Om, the sound of consciousness. Take a deep breath in. Bow down in front of you towards the gravity. Relax your spine. Shaking head, nodding head. Breathe into the back of your lungs. As you inhale, back to sit up tall. Namaste, welcome. Breathing in, reaching up. As you exhale, elbow closer, hands to heart. Each breath in, reaching up. Each breathe out, hands to heart. Inhaling through the nostril, look up. Exhaling through the mouth. Breathe in. When you breathe in, the sound of S. When you exhale, sound of So. Hum. It's a mantra, ongoing mantra through the breath. 21,600 breaths a day, average. This time inhaling both arms up and then side stretch. One hand's down, other arms over. Upper shoulders slightly back and chin up, even gazing towards the fingertips. Breathing into the corner of your lungs, oxygenating. As you inhale, to the center of high, looking up. As you exhale, other side. Breathing in, reaching all the way up. As you exhale, spinal twist to 1. Trying to look behind so the neck is also twisted. Back to the center, hands up high, reaching up, even looking up, and then other side. As you inhale, back to the center, hands up high. Widely open your arms out. Feel the stretch of the collarbone. Hold the hands interlacing and then rotating head. Reverse the rotation. Now, gently, slowly folding forward. Yoga Mudra, the sacred gesture of yoga. Stretching with the wonderful delight. As you inhale, back to the center and reaching up high. And hands to heart, elbow closer. Let's do each breath each side. Breathe in, engage your belly, look up. Breathe out to the side one by one, baby both hands to the floor, reaching all the way up high to the sky. And then other side. Reaching up. As you exhale, spinal twist. Raise your lungs out. As you inhale, return, look up. And then other side. Inhaling, reaching all the way up high. Opening arms out. Hold the hands back. Lifting heart and folding forward. One more breath. Hold the posture. Back to the center. Hands up high. And elbow closer. Hands to heart. Now we know the sequence. Let's do one more time. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathe out. Breathe in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. Open arms out. Exhale. Breathe in deeply. And as you exhale, bow down. Hold for one more breath. Returning, inhale. Exhaling, hands to heart. Next sequence, reaching up, engage your belly. Exhaling, both hands down one by one on the floor and draw a big circle around in front of you. Align your spine, then reaching up high. That was one time. Continue 2 more rounds in this direction. All together 3 circles. And then we will change direction for 3 circles. Reverse the direction. Hands to heart. Next step, hands and knees, 4 hands. Hands under your shoulder, knees under your hips, spread the fingers, press your middle palms. Relax your toes, equal weight on 4. Now inhale to cow stretch, arch your back. Exhaling to cat, pull your belly in. Breathe in, big belly, happy cow. Breathe out, scoop your belly, awaken cat. When you breathe in, looking up. When you breathe out, look at your belly button. Looking behind through your left shoulder, and then looking behind through the right. Once more. Tuck the toes in to downward facing dog pose. This is our first downward dog. Let's pedal. Feel the stretch of the hamstrings, calf, lower back. Feel the stretch of your armpit. By shaking head, nodding head, try to relax as much as possible. With the deep breath, mindful breath, inhaling to high plank, flex your back. As you exhale, lower your body totally on the mat. Point your toes. Inhaling to chin up a little bit. And then back to floor. Inhaling by pressing hands a little higher than last time. And then back to floor. This time, lifting your upper body as much as your lower back allows you. And then look behind through your left shoulder. Looking behind through the right shoulder. And then chin back to the ground. Tuck the toes in. Inhaling upward facing dog to downward facing dog pose. Try to press the heels to the mat. Try to press your middle palms on the mat. And your head is totally at ease. Rest your knees on the floor. Inhaling to cow stretch. Exhaling to cat. Walk your hands out of your mat to the side so that you can see your heels. If you can see your both heels, that's a wonderful bend. And then back to center. Now looking towards the other side, walk your hands, those heels. And then walk back to the center. This time, resting your elbows or forearms where the palms were, and then either interlacing hands or press your palms. Tuck the toes to dolphin pose. Again, paddling. You are really engaging your shoulders muscles. Tricep, biceps, scapulars. Rest your knees on the floor, sitting into Vajra Asana, hero posture. Hands side and then fingertips touching the shoulders, and then circling your arms. Opposite direction. Now, Shashanka Asana, reaching arms up, widely open your arms out, interlace your back, hands behind your back, stretching there. We are going to do Shashanka Asana like this, round your back, and then gently shift weight on the crown of the head. Your chin is tucked, your bottom away from the heels. And slowly come back to child pose. And whenever you're ready, sit up tall into Vajra Asana, hero posture. Notice the blood flow from the head region to the body. Now hands and knees to downward facing dog pose. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your hands are naturally shoulder width apart. Inhaling to Chaturanga Phalaka Asana, plank, and low plank to or lie down if you need, then rising from there easily, transitioning from one posture to another smoothly, hands and knees to child pose. Child pose to downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Swana Asana. Rest your left knee on the mat. Lift your left hand, left knee down, left hand up, and looking up. Looking down, looking up, ease in your neck and shoulder. Notice that twist, notice that squeeze of the belly. Notice that spiral twist from the tailbone to head. And then back to hands on the floor, returning to downward facing dog and paddle. Rest your right knee on the mat and the right hand up over your head. Maybe looking up and down or looking up. Breathe intimately. And as you exhale, back to ground, returning to downward facing dog pose. One Chaturanga Vinyasa, high plank to low, and there's always options. Do it in a mindfully. Do it the way the body loves to stretch. Rest your knees on the floor. Inhale to calf stretch. Exhaling to cat. Left leg behind, up in the air, lifting tall. And looking up a little bit. Opposite of the left leg, your right hand in front of you, lifting up. Hands higher than head, head higher than heart, heart higher than hip, and heels higher than hip, and hip is square. Got it? Hold for one more breath. Back to the ground. Cow and cat stretch, ease your spine. Now other legs behind you, which is right leg up high, higher than the hip, straight the knee, and left hand in front of you, up high, higher than head. Head is higher than heart, heart is higher than hip. Engage core. One more breath. And then slowly back to hands and knees. Inhaling to calf stretch. Exhaling to cat. To take care of the lower back, downward facing dog pose. Paddling, gentle movement, mindful breath. Right leg up high over the hip, stretching. Three-legged doggy pose. Bend your right knee and gentle more stretch as if you are going to flip over. Equal weight on your both hands. Straight the knees up and then step forward in front of your right leg. In between your hands, parallel your hands and legs. Resting back of your knee and toes resting and gently shifting weight into your legs. Your fingertips are about to touch the floor. Arch your back and stretch it like this. Anjaneya Asana or low lunge. If the chin is okay to lift it up tall, feel free. Slowly return, hands on the floor, either side of the foot. Coming to hands and knees or downward facing dog directly. Simple stretch, simple pleasure in stretching. Left leg up high over the hip, lifting tall. Do your best to lift that leg as high as comfortable. Then bend the upper knee, left knee, opening hip, stretching, almost flip over. Remember, the weight is equal on your both hands. Straight the knees up. Now, step forward in front of you. In between your hands, parallel your toes and fingers. Resting back of your knee and toe. And then bringing the weight. Imagine right above the hip is the heart. Right above the heart is head. Either chin up or parallel your chin with the floor. Anjaneya Asana. Slowly press your hands either side of the foot and then return to downward facing dog pose. Easily. As soon as you look at the downward facing dog pose to your toes, your feet are hip distance apart. If not, make it happen. Sastanga Dandavat Pranam. Sastanga, knee resting, chin and chest resting, hands and feet resting, 8 parts of your body on the ground. Sa Asta, with 8 parts touching ground. And then lie down, Dandavat, like a staff. Lying totally the way the stick fall on the ground. Inhaling to arching cobra pose. Exhaling to child pose. Let's do a wide knee child pose. As wide as knee. And then resting on the mat. Listen to the sensation of the body. Listen to the breath. Engage your attention with something or anything, like a breath, like a listening your heartbeat. As you inhale, slowly come back. Arise, awake, bring your knees closer. Hands and knees to downward facing dog pose. From here, walk your feet slowly, step by step towards the hands or in between your hands, standing forward fold. Swaying arms side to side, entire weight of the body on your feet. By shaking head, nodding head, relaxing neck and jaw. Uttana Asana, inhaling halfway look up, Ardha Uttana, and release full fold, Purana Uttana. Bend your knees slightly, roll up, curl up, each vertebrae time, standing up tall, palms facing out. Meditate on the sensation. Equal weight on your both feet, soften those knees. Expand your rib cage, lift your heart, relax your shoulders. Today is Monday. Let's do moon salutations. Inhale, reaching arms up high and look up. Interlace your hands, index finger pointing up, and then bring your arms behind your ears. Even if somebody's looking at you from front, they can see your both ears. Arms are not covering them. They are going back, a little bit arching back. That's straight and arch up your spine. And then that's reaching those arms up and breathing into the underarm. As you exhale, side stretch. Breathing in, reaching up high. And then as you exhale, other side stretch. Breathing in, reaching up. Open your arms out. Open your heart, chin slightly up to engage the neck, thyroids, parathyroids, glands. Opening the solar plexus. Hip a little bit pushing forward. As you inhale, reaching all the way up tall. And then slowly swan dive, very slowly. Notice the heaviness of your head. Inhale, halfway look up, flat your back. As you exhale, fold. Reverse the swan dive, reaching up. Gentle backward bending, hands to heart. This time we'll do the same sequence with each breath each side. Breathe in, arms up, look up. Interlace, breathe out to the side, stretch. One hands down towards the thigh and deeper stretch. As you inhale, reaching up high, interlace your hands. Exhaling to other side. And then one hands down towards the thigh, little bit deepen. Breathing in, reaching up. Open your arms out, open your heart, interlace your hands behind there so that you can stretch your collarbone nice and comfort. As you exhale, bow down towards the floor. Knees, nose towards the knee. Release your hands down to the floor and then halfway look up, hands on your thigh or shin, and then fold. Arms out, reaching all the way up tall. Then gentle backward bending, hands to heart. Okay, we are about to do moon salutations. If you can make your mat flat like this, if you have a space allows you, go for it. Otherwise, it's okay. It's easy to see while you're practicing maybe. Feet together first. Breathing in, reaching up high. Dandasana, Tadasana. As you exhale to the right side stretch. At least 2 to 3 breaths in each pose. Inhaling, reaching all the way up, and then widely open your arms out. Open your legs out as wide as possible. And then star pose. There are 27 nakshatras, and those 27 nakshatras, moon is the main nakshatra. Gently lean back as if you are floating in the sky. You're floating in the air. Notice the gravity pulling you back from behind. Right toe out, pointing, and then right hands down to triangle pose. Looking up and looking down. Upper shoulder is slightly back. Hip slightly forward. Upper hip slightly bring it back. Looking up or looking down, options. Or close your eyes and soak with your awareness of that stretch. When you do sun salutation, you move from one posture to another posture rhythmically. When you practice moon salutation, you hold the posture, collect all the memory of that stretch you are receiving. Bend your knee slightly, right knee bending, and then come up to warrior two. Palms facing up, right knee is bended, left knee is straight. Open-hearted warrior, right arm up high and look up towards the ceiling or towards the fingertips. Slowly come back to warrior two. And then side angle, either resting your forearms on your thigh or resting the hands on the mat. If you're resting hands on the mat, either side of the mat, whatever you like to do today. Same way, upper arms over your head towards the wall. Same way, try to open the heart towards the ceiling gently. Even better if you're gazing at your upper fingertips. One more breath. Hold. As you inhale, return to Warrior Two. Straight the right leg, and then bring your heart towards the right knee, right knee, yes. And then bow down to Parsvanamana Asana. You can lift your back of your heels up if you like, so that you can square your hip. You can bring your heart towards the knee, chest towards the knee, and then hanging your head, relaxing. Inhaling there a little bit, halfway Loka. As you exhale, bend your knee, right knee bending all the way. Turn towards the front, towards the screen. And then this is called thigh lunge. One knee is bended, your hands are supported, and one leg is straight. You can modify by seated posture, by kneeling on the floor. Find which way works for you. Because the energy, which is the moon energy in your thigh and underarms and wrist and rib cage area, these areas we are focusing in moon salutation. In a sun salutation, we don't do this kind of. So focus on the inner part. Be creative, be expressive, be artfully, but be scientifically practicing. And at the same time, follow your instinct, intuition. Bring the leg, straight leg back to squat, sitting. Socha Asana. Shifting weight a little bit. Your hands are there. You can support something underneath your heels, like a blanket or modification. Because you have 4 limbs, using them to make it happen the way it can be. If the legs can lift and the squat the body weight, then hands to heart, stretching. In the stretch, you can modify and find deeper stretch, a little twist, little stretch. If you're doing one side, you can do on the other side, or gently meditate on the stretch. We are in the process of moon salutation. Now, bring your hands on the floor. Gently try, go ahead to straighten the one leg out. Other leg out. This time, the right leg out. Modify by sitting. Modify by kneeling. There are ways that your body naturally like to modify. Allow it. Your inner teacher within you is telling, guiding, leading, helping. Slowly bring your hands towards the bended knee, left knee, and then rest the back of front toe down, and then Parsva Namana. Toe pointing exactly out, other toe pointing 45-degree in, and hands either side of the foot, and then bow. Parswa means side. Namana means namaste. Bowing. I bow to the light which comes from the moon. Your emphasis on your square your hip, maybe lifting back of your heel. Your center of your chest towards the knee or thigh. Rest your back of your heels and then coming up to Warrior Two. Warrior Two to open-hearted warrior. Return to Warrior Two. And then side angle, rest your forearms on your thigh, stretching other arms over your head. Upper fingers are pointing towards the wall. Upper shoulder slightly back. Lower shoulder away from ears. And lower hands, which is left. Left hand has a three option. Either rest on your thigh, or rest in front of your foot, or behind your foot. Slowly coming back to Warrior Two. Counter pose, open-hearted warrior. Left arm up, looking up. Straight your knee. And then triangle pose. Left hands down, towards the left leg. And gazing up or closing eyes. Hip little forward, heart little upward. Aligning body on top of. The lower hands is in the ankle, upper wrist. All of them are on top of each other. Slowly, gently come back to the center. Toe pointing in front of you. Both toes pointing in front of you. Open your arms. Gentle backward bend. Chin up. As you exhale, bow down. One dive. Spread leg, forward fold. Let's do a little modification. One hand's down, one hand's up high. Shifting more weight to the legs, even the back of your legs. And then back to the ground. Halfway look up. Lift your heart, take care of your backbone. And then other side. Other hands up high. And then back to the ground. Walk your heel, toe, closer, closer, closer to the center of the mat. And then reverse the swan dive, reaching all the way up high, interlacing hands. And then side, left side, bend. We did the right side last time. Reaching up to the center, and then hands to heart. That was a moon salutation. Sway on side to side, ease, release. And then cross your legs, sit down on the floor. Rest your hands on your knee, cross your legs or lotus posture. Sitting nice and tall or half lotus. Feel the floor you are sitting. We're going to do breathing exercise. Bhastrika pranayam with the So Hum mantra. First, let's do Bhastrika. Hands on the side, cactus shapes. If you do this one, as soon as you do this, your backbone is straight and erect. And that is the ideal backbone when you are sitting or standing. If you can keep your backbone like this, nice and tall, and bring the confident, brave rower. So we're gonna breathe Bhastrika. Bhastrika is a bellow, like a forcefully breathing out as if you are blowing something. So like that bellow breath. So 10 times. Breathe in through the nostril, breathe out through the nostril. Last one. Relax your hands on your thigh, on your knees, rotating head slowly. Opposite direction. Sitting nice and tall, open your eyes. There are two categories of Om mantras, natural mantras. One is Om, which is vowel sound. You can make long, when I say long, so L is the vowel, as a consonant, L-O, O is the vowel. I can make vowel very long, but the consonant not long. L, finish. L, O, at the end, O comes. L, O is the vowel sound. So, vowel sound can go long, but a consonant cannot go. So here, we're going to add so, hum. When you breathe in, the sound is, when you breathe in, sound is so. When you breathe out, the sound is hum. So, this is the mantra in yoga, 2-syllable mantra. One is a Om syllable mantra. Soham is a 2-syllable mantra. And there is a Hari Om, 3-syllable mantra. In that way, Gayatri mantra is 24-syllable mantra. So in that way, mantra's technique goes. Mantra is some uplifting word, sound, phrase, which uplift your mind So here, when we are doing the breath work, we're going to add the mantra Soham. Goes this way, hands on the side, and in here you fist, and when you reach up, you open your hands, right, like that. So when you reach your arms up, so you create from your mouth. Say it out loud if it's okay. Say it out loud. Hum when you bring your hands down. Ready? Let's begin. So look up, look down. So 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 continue. You can speed up or you can slow down your speed, whatever rhythm guide you. Let your rhythm ravish to you, transfix to you. So 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 last one. So rest your hands, palms facing up. Lift your heart and gently rotate your head. Opposite direction. Open your eyes. Now, straight your legs in front of you. Find your sitting bone, nice and tall. Inhaling, arms up high, flex your ankle. Reach your arms over. As you exhale, slowly fold forward. Hold. Rest your head in between your arms. Relax your jaw. Relax your roots of your tongue. Engage your attention on the stretch you are receiving. Be wildly devoted to any pose you are doing. Cherish every perception. At the same time, forget about all the control. As you inhale, reaching all the way up tall, lengthening spine. And as you exhale, widely open your arms out. Hands on the floor behind you, finger pointing away, toe also pointing away. And then counter stretch. Purva Uttana Asana. Slowly, gently back. Bring your one leg out of the mat. Bring your one leg out of the mat and other leg in your inner thigh. You are facing not towards the toe, to the in between your both legs, arms up high. As you exhale, folding towards the straight leg, one hand go ahead and grab the leg, and other arms looking up. Upper shoulder slightly back. And upper arms now binding your back. Slowly release, reaching both hands up high. And then hands goes behind. Left hand or whatever leg is straight, that side of the leg, hands up high. Point the toe. Ready? Lift your hip and heart up high, arching back. Upper shoulder rotating 3 rounds in one direction and opposite 3 rounds. Slowly return. And then we're going to do the same way on the other side. Legs out. Other legs in. Your heart is not facing towards the toe, in between your legs. Inhaling, arms up high. As you exhale, folding towards the straight leg. And then go ahead and grab wherever you reach. Find a good stretch of the upper underarm. Now upper hands binding behind, back. As you inhale, reaching all the way up tall. And then hands behind the back, pointing the toe, reaching hands up, and then lifting and heart up high. Looking towards the fingertips, and then circling arms. 3 round and opposite 3 round. Slow. Bring your both knees on top of each other. Gomukha Asana. Love is a divine streaming through you. And then through this posture, those streamings of your love, devotions, they get their way along through the body. From the place of time to time and space, those needed some space. Through the asana, we are allowing. Bring your hands in front of you, elbow on top of each other, wrapping them around like an eagle wrap. If you try to lift the elbow up, your backbone naturally arches, and then the elbow and the shoulder height are equal. There you find a good stretch of the shoulder blades. We engage the backbone by lengthening. Now, bow down in front of you slowly, folding naturally somewhere, ease, breathe into. Unwrap your arms, support your hands on the floor, rising tall. Bring your hands behind, interlacing, stretching heart. Same way our backbone is effortlessly straight here. Your hands even stop or press on the floor if you like. Welcome the stretch you are receiving. And then deepen your stretch if you like to by folding. Returning, coming back. Bring your hands behind and then let your legs switch to other side. Little by little, adjusting again and again. The current of breath flowing, the current of electricity in your body, the current of emotion, tingling, sensation in your part of your body. All those, collect them, reserve them. Now after making the knee comfortable, now arms up high. Elbow closer. This time, other elbow on top than the last time. Wrapping them, lifting heart little by little. Breathe into the stretch. And when you are ready, slowly bow down. Unwrapping your arms, hands on the floor, and rising. Sensation is the energy flow, flowing through your entire body through this posture. Bring your hands behind, interlacing, lifting heart, chin up. As you exhale, gentle, fold. Go Mukha Yoga Mudrasana. Slowly come back. Bring your hands behind and then join your feet. First rest your feet and swaying a little bit uneasy. If there is, just releasing. Engage and then emptied of engage. And again, engage again and empty the engagement. So that's how it goes. Now, join your both feet together. They were closer and we stretched the outer part of the hip. Now, inner thigh, inner hip. Stretching side to side, lifting heart, chin up. And then as you exhale, bow down, fold, 2, all this talk of purity and impurity, these are just opinions. Beyond them, are the miraculous energy of creation. Rays of light from a trillion suns illumines the altar of your sky. Rolling blue-green oceans sanctify the air you breathe. In this moment, you are inhaling their blessing. Who are you to call any of this pure or impure? Find the center around which everything revolves. Stay here and be folded with joy. Slowly bring back. Bring your knees by your hand support together, hands behind on the floor, and sway both sides one by one, once at a time. Open your feet a little bit apart and then resting side to side. Now lie down slowly on your mat using your core muscles. Slowly back on the floor, shake your head. Find you're comfortable on your backbone at ease. Shake your legs, shake your hands if you need. And then hug your one of your knee. Let's say left knee hugging. Hug your left leg and then lift your chin up as if you're going to kiss your knee. And then rest your head back. You lift upper body. Now lift your other leg while it is straight. Right leg lifting up. That right leg tries to draw a circle in the ceiling. Slow, small circle. And the circle, after a while with the rhythm, the circle becomes bigger. And the bigger. Reverse the circle. Rest your leg down on the mat and then straight your other legs too on the mat and shake them. Now, hug your right knee, right leg by your both arms. Lift your head again up the floor, kiss your knee, and then gently rest your head back on the floor. Then left leg up high, pointing toe, and then circling, smaller to bigger. opposite direction. Rest your leg back on the floor, other legs too, and shaking. Bend your knees, stepping near the buttock, both legs, and then sway your legs a little bit side to side at ease in your hip. Bridge pose. If you can touch your heels by your fingertips, that's ideal. Your feet are hip distance apart on the mat. You can grab your ankle or touch your heels and then lift your hip up high. Lifting hip up as high as possible with the comfort. Your shoulder away from ears, easy neck, easy pressure on your shoulder. Setu Baddha Asana. As you exhale, slowly one vertebra at a time, resting back on the floor. And hugging both the knees. Last time we hugged one knee at a time, now both knees hugging. Squeeze by the hugger. Gentle squeeze of your internal organs. Apana Asana. Lift your head off the ground as if you're going to kiss your both knees this time. Hugging nice and squeeze. As you exhale, relax your head back. And then join your sole of the feet together. Hold them, bound angle. Recline, bound angle. Pull them towards your nose or heart or belly or hip, where you are. Incline to. Try to rest your spine. Notice where the weight is, which vertebrae is receiving more weight of the body, or are they all flat on the floor? From the bound angle to happy baby pose, grab those feet, and then your heels are right above your knees, and your knees are right outside of the rib cage. Gentle stretch, happily stretch. Maybe massaging your back or rocking side to side, or just be still and meditate on the posture. Grab those big toes by your two fingers, middle fingers and index finger. Try to straight one leg out. Try to straight other leg out. Try to bring the legs together and try to straight both legs together. And all those variations towards the plow or towards the spread leg or one leg at a time. Those gentle, natural stretch. After those stretch, straight your legs on the floor. Relax your entire spine for 2 breaths. Matsya Asana, the fish pose. Press your elbow near the rib cage on the mat and lift your heart, lift your shoulder blades, press your tailbone on the mat, press your head on the mat, press your elbow on the mat, and arch, make a tunnel under your back. By pressing head, you are engaging the neck muscles and you're stretching the artery, vein in your chest. As you exhale, slowly lie down. Hug your knees by your both hands and then head off the ground, Asana, to take care of the back of the neck. Drop your both knees towards the left side, dropping down. And then right arm out, shoulder width apart on the side like a letter T. Looking towards the left or right, looking towards the right hands or shoulder. Because neck is part of our spine, let it twist. Spiral twist of the spine is the gateway to the sky. Space, void, empty. Noticing which part of your lungs receiving breath. As you breathe in, slowly return, come back. Again, hug your knees by your hands, lift your head off the ground. As you exhale, rest those knees towards the right side, and then arms out like a letter T. You have an option to hold your knees by hands, by right hand. Glide your attention along the spine, throughout the center, energy centers, chakras. In your next inhalation, bring it back. Last one, last time, Apana-asana. Hug your knees. Lift your head off the floor. As you exhale, release. Shavasana or starfish pose. This is our last meditative posture. We're going to rejuvenate here, restore the energy we have been burning, we have been using along all those postures. Palms facing up, natural curves of your fingers. Elbows straight and knees straight. And shoulder blades and hip at ease. Neck and shoulders at ease. As you lay down, settle into the most comfortable posture, Shavasana. And couple of breaths deeply into the corner of the lungs tissue. And let your breath breathe itself. Be still. Surrender totally towards the gravity. And you close eyes. Go deeper and deeper still. The gift of concentration is the spaciousness that surrounds you. When you are relaxed, the whole world opens up. If you want to know the universe, dare to love this miniverse. Vastvantare Vidyamane Sarvavastu Sushunyata Tameva Manasa Dhyatva Viditopi Prashamyati Viditopi Prashamyati. The gift of concentration is the spaciousness that surrounds it. Focus on your breath. Illuminates immensity. This tangible, touchable body, total surrender. Notice in the body the miraculous energies of body. The blood flow, the heartbeat, the breath flow. The incoming breath is whispering in your consciousness, so. Outgoing breath is making sound, hum, so, hum, so, hum. Ongoing without effort. In your next inhalation, take a deep breath in. Wiggle your fingers and toes in your Shavasana. Rotate your wrist and ankles. Reach your arms over your head with a nice stretch, with a nice breath. Little twist, little stretch, little turn. Bend those knees and roll over towards your right side. Supported by your hands, gently, slowly, sit up tall into a seated posture. Sitting nice and tall. Equal weight on the sitting bone. Resting hands. This time, palms facing down is the gesture of Chin Mudra. You can join the index and the thumbs and straight the elbow or rest your shoulders. Pull your head a little bit back so that the head is right above the heart. And lean back a little bit, sit back a little bit so the heart is right above the hip. On the hip, equal weight on both sitting bones. Meditative posture. Checking in with the body. Checking in with the energy. Shift your attention on your mind. Gradually bring your attention in your intelligence. Bring your attention in the center of your heart, bliss. Acknowledging, appreciating, reflecting through one Om, Krishanti. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bow down in front of you. I bow to the divinity within you. Namaste. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Laxman.
Oh, you're welcome.
Happy Guru Day.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much today.
I'm glad the bear left you alone.
Yeah. That happened to me one time when I was camping with my family in the Sierras, and a bear came up to the tent that I was sleeping in with my little baby son next to me, and he just sniffed all around the tent, and then he walked away.
Huh.
That shows that a bear doesn't like people.
No, food. They were looking for food.
Yeah.
Yeah, camp host was telling us, warning us, our car seat, baby's car seat, we have to take it out from the car. If they see, baby has a car food and the scrump of the food can fall on the seat and that they can just grab it. So we took it out, the car seat also, and shake it around, all those things. Still, bear shows up.
Yep.
But now I can say I had a great experience, but at that time I was terrified.
Yeah, it's scary.
Very. Especially with your children.
Yeah, that's a parent mind, what do I do? If I'm alone, it's different than the children.
Inside the tent.
Well, that's not a good thing to do. Yeah.
Anyway, that's a great experience. Thank you for sharing, Mike, that your experience, and that makes me, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
And thank you, Alan, for joining. We were missing you for 4 months in our Monday group.
Yeah, I know.
How was your first practice?
It's so hard. But I'll try to do it again.
Okay.
Do it again, yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, make it new normal.
Yeah, right. I really miss just being there in person.
Oh, yes.
If I were there in person, I would have been asking Mike to tell me more about the Turkish market.
Oh yeah.
But you can't do that on Zoom.
Not very well.
No.
No.
So I have to hold my questions.
I have some photographs of the Grand Bazaar, the Kapalı Çarşı, that's on my other computer that I shared as part of we have a happy hour group on Zoom, and so we were sharing artwork, and so I showed some paintings by this 19th century artist, and he painted a lot of stuff about the Grand Bazaar.
Aha. Yes. All right. Great to see you all.
Great to see
And
you.
I'll try to make it next Monday.
Yeah.
See you next Monday.
Okay.
Thank you, Penny.
Thank you, Laxman.
Thank
Have
you
a
for
great
joining.
week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.
You
All
too.
right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.